In fact, like that's what I love communication. Like it's so vital and important in relationships, let alone in marriages. If you don't have communication or you're afraid of it, it will leave you on the run. And every time you're running, it doesn't solve anything. It just leaves you in hurt and heartache and pain. And you are also left hurting those that are around you. So that hey guys, I'm terrified. I'm terrified to go outside. I'm actually just sitting here in front of the window, taking in a little bit of the morning light. It's not quite sun. Oh, the sun is shining, just not in my direction. Sometimes when the sun shines in this direction, I have a plant over here and it doesn't. Okay, rabbit, chill out. Oh my gosh, every time I talk, this rabbit has so much attitude. I swear he responds and does things that he's not supposed to do. Oh, he just wanted to lay down. He's like borrowing so he could like lay on his side. I was saying I have a plant over here and it doesn't get enough light sometimes, even though like the light doesn't travel like direct sunlight. Not that I know if it even has to be in direct sunlight, but sometimes I take it and I put it closer to the window so it can get some of the sun. Today is swimming and it's snowing a lot. I'm looking at the vehicle and it's covered, so I know I have to go out well ahead of time sometime soon to go and clean this vehicle off, and I'm not looking forward to it because it's just, I'm not looking forward to being out there at all right now, let alone just this process of, yeah. I think I've explained it. I think I explained it to you guys before that in the last video the last video I shared and we had activity day, I was explaining that I dread being outside right now. And I was explaining, I think it's like a little bit of the winter blues because your girl just can't wait for spring to get here. I explained to you guys that I got back into reading a lot this year, and yeah, last year I should say, last year I ended up reading 51 books basically, which was really good for me. And this year I kind of have the same goal. I just left it in the same ballpark. I just left it in the same ballpark. I don't know. I didn't feel like I wanted to set an excessive goal. But yeah, this year though, a part of my goal is to also read more Christian-based author books, which I've already kind of started stocking up on in 2024. Charlotte, on the other hand, she's, you know, Charlotte, my daughter, she's 16, so she reads a lot with me, but she reads a lot of she reads clean books. She doesn't read anything that is like, you know, in the adult books, a lot of them can have so much stuff, and I don't know, if you're not into the spice, then it can be a little bit, you know, as an adult, like, sure, sometimes it's a little bit of spice isn't the word, like it's not necessarily good, especially when in our walk with our faith, but some of them are just so much and so vulgar, and that's a big reason why I'm not a big fan of spice. So in this one, oh my gosh, it was like so cringe. Every time spice creeped up in there, I'm just like flip, or if I popped my headphones in, I basically had to scurry or say la 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 in my head. Yes, I brought myself back to 5 because I was just so grossed out. I was just not wanting to be a part. Anyways, but this book here, The Final Offer, it's a series that, it's a billionaire romance series, so what do I expect, right? But the first book, I took a chance, being that it was my first year of reading. I took a chance because it was my first year of reading, and I just started the series, and lo and behold, I actually enjoyed it. And I enjoyed book 1 and I enjoyed book 2. Book 2 is actually really interesting because like it is 3 brothers, 3 Kane brothers, and book 2 they made the female character a black woman, and that was just really interesting because it was an interracial romance, which, you know, I could relate to. I've been married in one for 21 years at this point, and it was just, I just really enjoyed that book. I enjoyed book 1 and book 2. Everyone has been raving about book 3 and saying this was the best one. When I tell you that it's so important to evaluate things for yourself, it is so important, because I hate this book. I don't like anything about this book. I just don't love it. I'm actually gonna sit down and do a little mini review right now in like a reading vlog for our reading channel, because I just have so much to say on my mind right now about this book. The female character drives me bonkers. I am just not a fan of her. She is like, she's so toxic and just is a poor listener. She's literally everything I don't want to be. I never want to be that character that just like doesn't give someone a chance to explain, doesn't communicate effectively. In fact, like that's what I love communication. Like it's so vital and important in relationships, let alone in marriages. If you don't have communication or you're afraid of it, it will leave you on the run, and every time you're running, it doesn't solve anything. It just leaves you in hurt and heartache and pain, and you are also left hurting those that are around you. So that's what the female character in this, she, while the guy has issues of his own, she knows what they are, and she is obviously I would say if she wanted to go her own way, she would have gone her own way, but clearly she wanted to kind of build something with him. But that said, she used it to like gaslight so many things, while there are times when she's standing up, and you know that as a woman she's standing up for her rights and standing up to set a tone so she's not taken advantage of, and so she's not dismissed and all that jazz, and you know, setting a tone because she's also a mother. There are plenty of times where it just felt so toxic, and I just so I don't want to say too much here because I gotta save it for my book review video. I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. The snow is coming down hardcore out there, and I need to go and I want to do my devotion first, but I feel like I should go and do that just because it's looming over my head. It makes me feel like I don't really know what's going on out there. So it makes me feel like I really don't know what's going on outside with my vehicle when I see it cased and covered in snow and ice. I don't know if it's like light fluffy snow or if I'm gonna have to scrape, but last week when it was time to go out, I had to go out there and scrape the whole, I had to scrape forever and a day to get us, to get the car clean. Luckily I gave myself enough time, and also my door was frozen. Like one of the doors where the kids needed to go inside was jammed shut, like it was frozen. Myself and Gatsby like tried to pull on it a bunch of times, it didn't work. And then because it was kind of unlocked because we were already pulling on it, the seatbelt light or the door open light thing kept dinging the whole drive to where our activity was being held. So yeah, like I didn't go all into that in that vlog, but I'm just keeping it real today. Like this kind of stuff is crazy. I see a lot of like on TikTok and stuff, you see a lot of Americans just showing you all their cozy attire and cute winter wear, and over here in Canada, honey, we are just like, we just trying to survive. We are trying to survive. It's so cold, there's so much snow, and winter is wintering. Anyways, let's get on with the day. I don't know what else is going on in this vlog, but sometimes it is what it is. Sometimes it's just going to be a chit chat at times, but there's always a lot to talk. When you're a mom of 5, there's a lot going on all the time to talk about. I had one of my eldest went out. She went to work this morning for her, she's in 2nd year of nursing, so she went to work she went to go and meet with like her externship leader or something along the lines for like her year 2, because she's now getting a lot of practice in the hospital and stuff like that. So she went out like really early, and I'm pretty proud of her for all that she's doing anyways, like to get herself, like she's happy and she's doing the dang thing. So, and she's learning a lot. You can just see the passion. So I was gonna say, as a mom of 5, there's like so many different dynamics that I'm currently dealing with in my house. Whether I have my eldest doing that, I have one transitioned out of high school and about to go into the same program. I have one that wants to go into the program. Like, they have aspirations to further themselves outside of that as well, because there's nurse practitioner that you can kind of segue into after you've graduated and got a little bit of experience. Yeah, they have aspirations to want to go further career-wise, but there's all that going on. And my second eldest just applied. She just applied for schooling. And then the littles are just littling. They're always doing something. They always need attention. They always want to play, and there's always activities to go to. Little man, he's not in an activity right now, but when I want him to do, he's going to be doing swimming at some point. He's not doing swimming right now, and we're going to be doing gymnastics. Gymnastics was going to be in the winter session, but I kind of held off. I held off because the same thing I was mentioning before, it's just hard for me to leave the house in the winter. I'll do anything for my kids, but I also don't want to sign up for too much. A lot of parents do hibernate a little bit. Homeschool parents, they'll hibernate a little bit more in the winter, not necessarily venturing out to all the things, because you have a lot of snow days, and sometimes it's really hard to keep missing stuff, because when you miss it, you're just having to do it all over again. So I mean, not that we can't do that, because a lot of what we're doing is for the experience as well, right? Yes, they level up and go to different grades, but also it's interaction. They get to hang out with their friends and all types of stuff along, you know. So there's always, the whole point of me saying all of this was to say that as a mom of 5, there's always so much going on, so much to talk about. Yeah, basically, there's always a lot going on in here. Oh, last night I wasn't feeling too well either, because I felt like I worked out so much, and I tried to eat really clean given what I prepared, but then I felt like my body needed a little bit more just hardiness, so I ended up eating waffles that my husband made. He prepared Belgian waffles on the weekend, and because our waffle maker makes 4 at a time, when he makes them, we have like a ton. We make a big batter, and we end up having a ton left over, so we can kind of have them in the fridge or in the freezer, so we can have them for like a week long. So I had one of those. I had 2 of those yesterday. I feel like I should have stuck with 1, because what was the point of all the working out and the walk that I did? For some reason my body's like, yeah, you need more food, you need more substance from all the activities that you did. So I overdid it, I think, in the eating department, though I didn't feel like that when I was eating it. After, it just felt like, okay, like I just was not comfortable. So I kept falling in and out of sleep just to kind of make myself feel better on the couch. And yeah, it wasn't a good time. So I just hope today I can be back on track with my eating. If you guys saw the whole video that I put out about a day in the life of a mom of 5 trying to be active or to lose weight, whatever the title was, you would have heard me talk about the eating. And yeah, I just, like, there was nothing crazy going on. It was just my body feeling like it needed more, and I gave it more, but probably too much of the wrong thing, because that was just a lot of flour in waffles. And maybe too much of it, because waffles are waffles, and you eat them and you don't realize that it's like it goes in and it just kind of expands, and then you feel really full. So I just overdid that. Let's not have a repeat of that today. No. We don't want that. Oh, yes, please. Yeah. Okay, guys, so we just got back home from swimming, but I ended up making a little detour, and I stopped by the grocery store. I made a little stop by a couple stores, to be fair, and what I actually ran in for, it wasn't even there. I went by this Caribbean store, a place that sells Caribbean things, and I ended up picking up some beef patties. This is the one we picked up. It's called Tasty Food Corp or whatever. It's called Tasty. This is like the Tasty Patty brand. Very popular, and there's basically a big debate between who likes this one and the other brand, which I can't even remember the name right now. I ended up picking up some simple things that can help just with quick and easy dinners. Then, oh, I still picked up a couple more things. So I originally went in there to get some saltfish. That was the main thing because I have a tin of ackee that I want to make. But the saltfish they had was bone in and I really didn't want that. I wanted boneless. So they did have the bone in. Didn't get it. I grabbed 2 of these green seasoning. I tried it not too long ago and absolutely love it. I just love that it's just a seasoning, and I really like that I just love the way it tastes, and I love the spice that it adds to my food. I also picked up this mango beverage. Can you guys see it? It's a mango juice. I know the kids are gonna like that. But I ran by No Frills real quick. Hubby did go to Costco on the weekend. I think in yesterday's video I showed you some of the things from that video that some of the foods that I'm trying to eat to help me achieve, you know, weight loss. So I showed you a bunch of the stuff that hubby picked up on the weekend. So we did get groceries, but then there's always little stuff that we have to pick up externally that you're just not gonna find there, like the patties or the green seasonings. I also forgot to mention, I also got these are potatoes, Jamaican sweet potatoes. So I wanted this to also go with the ackee. I wanted that to also go with the ackee and saltfish, but don't have any saltfish. So I might have a piece in the freezer, the girl said, I just wasn't sure. So I might double check and look. So then I went and stopped by No Frills, like I said, and got some orange juice. And then when I went into No Frills, I originally went again to look to see if they had the saltfish. I was like taken on a wild goose chase. God bless the heart of the people who were in there that actually went out of their way to help me look for it, but we couldn't find it. It was all sold out. So I was passing by and I saw rice cakes. I picked up a caramel and I picked up a white cheddar. And then last but not least, I actually found these meal prep containers. So I had some meal prep containers before, but those ones were a cheaper kind of plastic, and they like the ones that everyone was using from Amazon and stuff like that. They were said to be really good for meal prepping. However, I've been hearing as of late that they contain like parabens and different things, so they're not safe to use. I'm thinking, I never actually researched this inside the stores, this Rubbermaid one, but I'm assuming it's good because I already had Rubbermaid containers in my fridge. I had mostly glassware for food storage, but I do have a few plastic ones in the past from the Rubbermaid brand. So I just went ahead and got this because I do like the division, and that's why, you know, these kinds of prepping containers are valuable. I only got 3. The last case I got from Amazon came in like a pack of like 20, and it was a lot to store. These, I must say, are definitely a little bit bulkier, but they at least feel like they're good containers as opposed to yeah, wash before use, dishwasher safe, top rack only. That's it for the haul. And we also bought some Jamaican patties, but we ate those for our lunch. If you saw the video yesterday, I'm not supposed to be eating too many carbs, so I'm gonna go punch that in to see exactly how much carbs I ate and how many I still have left for the day. Because you know, we just came back from swimming, and while I mean, I wasn't sedentary at swimming. I did move around. So my move goal is like halfway towards my goal for the day, but it's not the same as a workout. So I definitely need to find time to go squeeze in a walk, a dance, or something, because I didn't get to do it this morning. And yeah, and we still have homeschooling to do for this evening. All right, guys, so it is now 6 o'clock. I'm actually about to start dinner. I did a little mini workout. My girlfriend sent me this HIIT workout. I did this HIIT workout that my girlfriend sent me, and it was like 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, it kicked my butt. And then I did a half-hour walk after that. So I went and had a shower. I know you can't tell because your girl's back in the same sweater. My sweater is fine. I just had it on. It's just like something comfy and cozy. And so yeah, I had a nice shower. I smell good. I smell fresh. I'm in shorts now. And now I'm about to cook supper real quick. For supper, I'm actually just gonna make something real quick. I'm gonna make something real simple. Hubby picked up some chicken on his way. Hubby was traveling and then he ended up picking up chicken on his way for one of the days, and so he brought it home. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and use it. It's rotisserie chicken, just shredded. How much did he pay for this? I think, oh, he said he paid $7 for this container. You guys let me know. This is, yeah, so let me know if you think that's worth it. Okay, it smells fine because he traveled with it, but I guess he, you know, it was cold and everything, so. Honestly, I'm gonna make a very simple supper. I kind of want to fry the rotisserie chicken down. Maybe not, it's already cooked, it's okay. I'll try to keep it simple. So I'm gonna do the chicken, stir fry with some rice because I have rice in the fridge as well. And I'm just gonna kind of do it all together, but just in the steps that make sense. So I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put my stir fry in first, just some regular old Costco, what do you call it? Costco stir fry veggies. It's very much a staple in my house. I love this stuff. Ooh. Just gonna use the whole thing, whatever is left. I love this stuff because in the winter, honestly, it's just a good way to save money and also save the produce, because I find that like if I buy a lot of fresh stuff, you kind of want to scarf it down in days and then you're kind of without for a while, or you're constantly going back to replace what you just ate, only because it doesn't last very long and it's gonna go bad unless you have full intention of prepping it the exact same day that you bought it, or you know, a couple of days after. So one thing I find, I'm gonna be using this avocado oil as well. I'm using this avocado oil spray. I could have used sesame oil because I do have sesame oil as well. I might use a little bit of sesame oil. I got soy sauce. I've got Worcestershire sauce. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but I cannot ever get it right, so don't quote me on that. And I might as well just do this teriyaki sauce. If you know me, I don't generally cook with a lot of sauces, so the stuff will be in there sitting, and if I don't want it to go bad, I need to use it up. So I think I'm just going to do this. This is what I'm currently dealing with. This is the chicken, and I'm about to take the rice out the fridge. And I've got rice from yesterday. My stove is horrible. My stove is horrible right now. This is the life of having a gas stove. It's just so much to clean up all the time, just because it's not ever a quick clean. You gotta like move stuff, lift out all the burners and clean up and underneath it, and it's not always convenient to do it every single time. So anyways, hopefully I can tackle that a little bit. There's also some Kraft Dinner there, which I'm actually thinking of just kind of like frying it down for the kids real quick. They are so picky, like so picky. That's like been the music, the tune I've been singing since I've had little ones all over again. I forgot how picky they were. And mind you, not all of my others were picky, but some of them were, and I'm just reliving that again. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I might show you guys a few little clips of me finishing up the meal, but I'm going to be ending it there for the most part because I wanted to end the night early tonight. I really do have a vlog that I want to edit and put out for you guys, and I also want to get some reading in because I signed up. That's what I signed up for my channel, my other reading channel. I want to keep reading, and I have to carve the time out of it. Since the new year started, I haven't been making the I have kind of almost fallen back into old habits of not carving out the time to read, so I need to get back on that again. Yeah, I need to get back on track with that. So And I have to choose my next book because I actually wrapped up the one that I was reading this morning. So yay me!